If you're using food stamps, you will no longer be able to buy junk food like sodas, chips, or anything unhealthy. It is going to be banned completely in the United States. The US government is looking for ways around this where they can ban it. So it's most likely going to happen following the Health Secretary RFK Jr.'s confirmation. This man confirmed that he is trying to get it banned. So if you are on food stamps, for the people that are less fortunate and the people that cannot afford to live, they are going to be basically taking away your freedom of choosing what you can buy. Now, I understand healthy food is good, and I agree, but some people can't afford that. Like, if you're only getting a certain budget, and also the healthy stuff costs even more than the junk food, and it's sad that that's gotta be. The comments are literally all over the place. A lot of people are saying, oh, that sucks, that's sad. Some people are saying they deserve it and they should be ashamed. I don't think we should shame anyone using food stamps or having to live off the government because they can't afford to live because the wages are too low and the food is too high. What do you think of the comments down below of this?
So the EBT community is throwing a fit today. Why, you ask? Because RFK and the federal government are looking to ban sugary drinks and candy from the EBT SNAP benefits. The federal government should not be paying for your sugary drink. They should be paying for healthy food for you and your children. I support this. I think a lot of you see this as an entitlement and a way to spoil your children when it should be just a crutch to get you through. Now, with RFK doing this, I have no problem with it. Because if you want to feed your family diabetic food and food that's not good for them, you should do it on your own dime, not the federal government's. If you want a handout, accept what you get. If you want to spoil your kids, well, get a fucking job. Now that this is happening, we're going to see a lot of change. A lot of you are going to go to work and you're going to want to do better because you want to do good by your children. I truly believe that. But not on the government's dime and not on taxpayers' dime. Let's get at them.
Everybody's up in the firestorm because they like Trump talking about he gonna take away sugary snacks and you can't get no more chips and you can't get no more Dr. Peppers and you can't get no more fruit snacks on no EBT. Everybody upset, and then everybody coming out talking about, well, it's about the kids' health. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Because it was never about the kids' health. Because y'all don't even care about kids getting pew-pewed in school. So now you can tell me that you care about their blood pressure too? Shut the fuck up, because you're lying. So before y'all get to crying, screaming, throwing up at the wall, all that extra sort of stuff, the reason why I personally don't think it's gonna happen, because it's Trump. And I'll expound on that. Why I'm expound on that is because since when does Trump do anything that is for the greater good of people? Like, y'all are using the excuse of we want to take away sugary stuff because we want kids to be healthy. Okay. Since when has that motherfucker gave anything about anybody other than himself and corporations and his bank accounts and his best rich buddies' bank accounts? He's in the corporations' pockets. Okay. That's Pepsi, that's Coca-Cola, that's Kellogg's, that's all of them. That's all of them. Tyson, all of them. So I'm just putting on a think cap real quick. I'm not saying that people on food stamps buy the majority of the food, but they buy some of the food. They already priced that in. They like, I already know I'm finna get this much money from the people with the EBT. Even if they lowball, they're like, I'm finna get this much. Cause we know they finna buy it. Even if that's like 10, 20% of maybe their sales, maybe only 10%, maybe 5%. That 5% dip, them corporations been making money hand over fist since this goddamn pandemic. And it ain't over. The pandemic ain't over. But the point is, since it's been over, since the pandemic, they've been making money hand over fist. So you mean to tell me that even if they lost that 5-10% of the revenue stream, that they're not going to be on the line? It's like, where's my money? What the fuck you mean? You're not giving people with EBT sugar. No. Get that orange motherfucker on the phone because my yacht, it got declined. No, it didn't. But the point is, I feel like it might just because I got 1/8 of a trillion billion less than what I had last week or 2 months ago because before he made that goddamn bill. Fix it. Get him on the phone. That's what's finna happen. Them corporations finna let that happen. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know nothing about nothing, but that's just my opinion. All right, bye.
So I don't know if y'all know what Trump is trying to do, like trying to get rid of the use of food stamps. Well, not just the use of food stamps, just not using it for junk food, apparently. But we also have to put out there that healthy food is just so overpriced and so high. Like, just getting organic things is just so much more expensive than getting the stuff that is considered as junk food. And especially in like low income communities, like just getting fresh food is not as accessible. So I just wonder how they're going to do this. Like, are they going to lower prices? Because I just left the food market and this little baby spinach was $5-6 just by itself, y'all. And I'm just thinking about income families, like big families that like have to buy like 10 of these. And you're saying, like Candy, we are supposed to be eating healthier as a country, but start making stuff healthier. Like all the stuff that's supposed to be banned in our country that are banned in other countries, start banning them here so we can be healthier. Like, I don't know. It's just like, are they trying to set people up to fail at this point? Because, I don't know, this is my thoughts.
I see people walking around all the time with Make America Healthy Again. You know, we've seen RFK Jr. is obviously a Democrat, endorsed Trump. So it really has transcended political lines. What would you like to see RFK Jr. do specifically about making America healthy again and sort of untangling this corporate web that you speak of?
Well, he's already doing the most important thing, and that's just bringing awareness to these issues, right? This is a bipartisan issue. Food is the great unifier. This is not a left or right issue. Unfortunately, it's been, kind of tainted by some Trump derangement syndrome in regards to the media. However, the one thing that he can do is actually cut that supply chain of information from the big, massive food manufacturers, the NGOs, to the consumers. The government needs to be completely removed from the food system altogether because they've only made us sicker. We need to cut the USDA, the FDA, but then we need to make access to real foods, local foods, small local farmers, domestic farmers, much easier to get to from both the chef's and the consumer's perspective. And the government shouldn't be the one making the decisions for what we eat and how we eat. We have the agency to do that ourselves, right? So when raw milk has kind of been the emblematic of this conversation, but there's so many other elements that we can decide upon ourselves. It is our own body, and let's move forward from that perspective.
Well, yeah, and it's good for small businesses. It's good for America. It's good for our health. And so hopefully RFK Jr. is confirmed to HHS Secretary. I think he will be. And where can people check out your restaurants real quick before we've got to go?
Yeah, I've got Calico Fish House in Huntington Beach, California, and you can find all my cooking videos, American Gravy. I'm obviously very active on X and working with a lot of local small farms around the country. So you can find those farms that I promote on X because those are the people that really need the help.
Chef Grohl, I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I followed his recipes on X. I retweet them, try to follow them, but, we're getting better.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. I might not get no food stamps, but let me tell you, baby, I don't play when it's time to come to my kids, because they gonna eat all the time. They cut my food stamps, y'all, and I had to spend cash. But baby, don't you ever get it twisted. Don't you ever get it twisted. You feel me? Because they going to eat all the effing time. Don't play with me. I'ma feed mine. Looking like a whole snack. And I got some oxtails cooking in the bag. You feel me? And my kids want some chicken nuggets, fat and moussa. I spent $441 cash. Oh, the government said I make too much money. I was crying at first, but you know what? I ate that.
Hey, babe.